Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We're on the thagamersshow on MikeC.
I'm Fred White.
And today we're talking to you about your buddy Apple. Not the kind you eat, but the kind you call and look at your watch on.
Now, this is a very serious PSA for you all that own these Apple devices. Me, I love them. I edit on Apple. So I'm an Apple technician / PC technician, and I love Apple. I just love the stability of it. When I do music, or when I'm editing videos, or when I'm creating animation and stuff like that. All my base is Apple. But this is the thing. Apple, you're gonna have to be very careful of this, because remember this day that this video came out and marked when I said that this would probably happen. This new SOS feature, somebody is going to wind up either dying or have some type of great harm done to them by this feature. And the reason why I say that is because Apple has this new feature on their phones and on their new watches where if they can detect a crash, they can detect like if you get into some type of trouble or something like that. I'm not really keen on it, but I know that the SOS feature detects a crash, right? So they'll call either the police or the paramedics for you, and it'll give you a GPS location, okay? The problem with this is that we all know Apple is still doing their deceive practices where they force you to buy a new phone every year, where the software that you download to update your iPhone, it slows your iPhone down. And pretty much it slows it down to the point where some features stop working. And though this is a very important feature, though this is a feature that people would love to have, I'm afraid that with this feature, when the phone becomes a little bit older, if you still have it, somebody's going to try to get this feature. Somebody's going to need this feature in use at a time where the phone would not be capable of doing it because of Apple's practices with the software, where it's intentionally slowing down your phone in order for it not to work. Now, if you ever worked on the Apple devices and stuff like that, you know that Apple always the software that you have, you can't use it depending on the OS that you upgrade to. So for instance, for me, the first Final Cut Pro that I ever brought, that was like $1,500. Well, by the time like maybe 2 or 3 years later, I couldn't use it anymore because even though it was on the same hardware, when you updated the software to the new OS, it wasn't compatible with it. So a lot of these softwares that you use on your Mac, when you do upgrade or to a new OS or to a new processor, you get a brand new Mac and you want to re-download these softwares, they won't work. And I'm just afraid that somebody would get into an accident or something and they would need to use this SOS feature, and it's just not going to work. And you can look at like phones like the Windows phones, and you can look at the Google phones and stuff like that, the Androids and stuff. You still have Androids that are like maybe 10 years old and they're still functioning. You know, they do still get updates, current updates, and all the apps on them work. Unlike Apple, if you're still rocking iPhone 6, which I had, that I got stolen out of my truck, I would have still been rocking that phone till this day. And some of those features I wouldn't have been able to use. Now, if I, brought the updated watch, it wouldn't have worked. It would not have worked. And then the iPhone 6 that I did have, it wasn't going. That new software wasn't going to be able to be downloaded on that. But I'm just saying, with these phones being expensive as they are, every year people are going out here buying these new iPhones, iPhone 13, the Plus, all this other crap. And then with a feature that's as important as this SOS feature, I know it's going to come a time where this feature is going to do more harm than good, because the phone is going to be outdated. Somebody's going to unfortunately get into a situation where they need that SOS, and it's not going to work. And this is the time that you're going to have to sue Apple for this, and it's going to happen. It's not a matter of fact of when is, well, it's where or when it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. So I just wanted to put that PSA out there to y'all. Just be careful getting this new iPhone. With these, I just don't like the way that Apple does these practices where they intentionally slow your phone down with these updates. And they've been sued for it in the past, and they're still doing it now. Because you can have a good working iPhone, you can have an iPhone 10, and all of a sudden with all these updates, it starts slowing down more and more, and you're figuring, why? The battery's not charging as much, some of the features are not working, FaceTime doesn't work, and all this other stuff is because they're forcing you to upgrade or buy that new phone. So.
And also, too, I like to just put this out there, too. Whenever you go, like, for those people that hike and do all that stuff out there in the woods and everything, become one with nature, make sure you tell somebody where you're going. Please, bro, tell somebody where you're going. Hey, if you don't hear from me, this is where I'm going. You don't hear from me, send help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let people know where you're going, man. I know you want to commune and be one with nature. Please let people know where you're going, because somebody out there loves you, somebody out there cares about you. So please allow them that. All right? That's it.
Yeah. And if you are doing a hiking thing, just take something else other than your Apple device. You know what I'm saying? Take something else that's gonna ping your location just in case you come into some type of unfortunate trouble. But just don't rely on this phone. You can rely on the phone to make a call and make FaceTime calls and do texts and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm telling you, I'm not even joking about this. I'm being very serious. Just make sure that you have another means of, especially when you're going hiking, another means where somebody can ping your location. But with this, I'm telling you, and mark my words, something is going to happen to somebody where this SOS feature is not going to work, and it's going to be the death of somebody because of that, because their phone is outdated, and Apple is going to have to pay. And I'm telling you, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Mark my words. They may not televise it in the news, but I may come across it watching YouTube videos, because I don't really watch TV. I really don't watch TV. I if I'm home all day, I'm watching YouTube videos all day. I rarely watch TV, so I will probably catch it. But I'm just telling y'all, be careful getting this new iPhone and this new iWatch if you're going to rely on the SOS feature. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen. All right.
All right, bro. So I have nothing else. So like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show with an A. Don't forget to head over to our Facebook store page to find all the prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget to hit us up when you notify when we drop videos like these. Tell people about the Gamers Show and what we do here.
And please remember to like and subscribe and follow all of our social media networks. And we will see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gamers Show.
You next time, keep watching. Thanks for tuning in.